Hey guys, what's up? Sarah Jane. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to start off with, if you've read the description, Godzilla.
King of the monsters.
Tony really wanted to see this one. He was really excited about it. So we decided we were going to see it tonight.
First off, I want to hear your opinion, someone who doesn't know much about.
So for me, I have never been into Godzilla. I've never wanted to see Godzilla. It just macho monster fighting and destroying cities. I cry at the natural disaster shows, but I watch them because I took a lot of natural hazards and disaster classes at my community college, and I got really interested in it. I watch a lot of Tornado Alley and stuff like that, so I was big on those. With this, it didn't really seem like a natural disaster. It seemed like everyone just wanted a whole city to burn. And I was like, this is stupid. Like, why would you want to see this? You're literally creating a monster to destroy cities. I actually surprisingly really liked this film. It started out with kind of establishing one of the characters, or one of the monsters, and giving us a sense of what it could be and what people perceive it to be. And I thought that there was a beauty to it, and there was an interesting way of perceiving that. And getting into this film, it was kind of complicated, but I was able to understand a lot of things that I didn't think I could. Like, either he prepared me really well for this, or I understood a lot more than I thought I was going to. Yeah. The processes and mental strategy of all of the people trying to figure out what to do with these monsters and how to help them, or how to, like, prevent things or try to fight it, was actually not that bad. It was smart tactics, and I was able to understand what they were doing, which I didn't think I ever could.
It started basically...
Well, hold on. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay, go ahead.
For those wondering, no, we do not see the soldier from the previous 2014 legendary Godzilla. Unfortunately, they're done with that story on there. But they did start off with the whole soldiers falling and then seeing the battle with the original Muto in the beginning, and to establish everything. So that was at least a good nod to the previous one that started it. And then
we started with Mothra being born, and
all her craziness.
Yeah, and they have what's it called?
It was an Orca device.
So we start off with the Orca device and showing an alpha call to Mothra to
in a sense, more like tame it. And I wouldn't say control, because there's no way to do that.
Right. But it was enough to stop her from destroying things, and they didn't have to destroy her. Unfortunately, at that time, people were invading, and they kidnapped the person who created the Orca, as well as her daughter. Mothra herself formed a chrysalis under a waterfall, and
after
she stayed there after she escaped.
And then they take us to the site of Monster Zero, otherwise known as Ghidorah.
Yeah. And when Ghidorah came out, that was massive. I was very surprised when the mom was actually doing this completely on her own free will with no strings attached, and this was her plan to save the world. Like, I get it. I get that you want them all out and you want to establish everything, but you have to introduce them one by one. Like, you can't just up and, okay, have fun, fight.
Well...
because you're destroying everything, like...
Well, I mean, at least in the original Toho series, they sometimes do that. They took monsters from old companies and then just randomly brought them in. So those that never followed those monsters from a different corporation were randomly introduced.
Yeah, but as a tactic, you kind of want to establish ground for some of them before you start doing that.
I think that's why
was my problem.
I think that's why they stick with only those 4: Ghidorah, Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra, because those are the bigger names. I would like to say Anguirus is around, but I don't know yet.
They said there were 17. They did show pretty much.
They showed King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, King Kong, a mammoth-looking creature, a crabbish creature, and then they showed something coming out of a mountain. I'd like to say the one that was coming out of the mountain was Anguirus, but it looked too different to me. But that's just my look at it.
Yeah, they did show quite a few, which established some information. They never officially stated, because the military wanted to destroy them. But Monarch, the company that was taking care of them and maintaining them, wanted to keep them and try to figure out what was going on, like kind of establishing and letting them be the survivors of the world because they're ancient.
And almost nearly indestructible with human means.
Yeah. So let's kind of skip forward a little bit. When we went to go look for Godzilla after
its defeat from Ghidorah, the first battle.
Yeah, after the first battle, and it wasn't Ghidorah that defeated him though. That's the thing you need to make clear. It was the frickin' military who decided to intervene.
They used a weapon that's known to destroy anything with oxygen within a 2-mile radius. That was dangerous, first off, because they were really close to people. And for those of you wondering, I think Rodan may have killed a bunch of the people of the island because
just by flying away before it happened.
Because as far as I know, its wings when it flaps down can go up to speeds of Mach 7. That is already a deadly speed in itself. God knows how they did it for this one, because this one, the Godzilla, is the biggest version it can get. So meaning every other monster is already up to par with him and everything else. So
right. It stunk because Ghidorah still survived and Godzilla still Godzilla died. But technically it didn't. Mothra came in and came out of her chrysalis absolutely gorgeous. And went and started adding some kind of healing into the water to give him healing.
Or she was guiding us the humans to there, because most of us know that Mothra tends to like to help us a lot more.
But we didn't even see his heartbeat until after she started doing that for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if she gave his heart a little jump start to help him go, if she has a healing factor of some sort. But I also don't know the story as well as most of you guys do, or him. But they went underwater to look, and the city they found was gorgeous. It had all of the stories of
I want to say that may have been Atlantis. I would love to say that may have been, but it had a bunch of Egyptian, Aztec, Mayan, even the Indian.
And they said it wasn't. They said it wasn't. It was older than Egyptian. It was older than anything they've ever seen before. I don't understand why anyone could have never seen that ever, because people have explored, and this was right off the coast of Mexico, right?
It was, but then remember, they were sucked into a vortex, and thanks to what that other guy was saying, yes, I knew it. Part. I knew it was a portal. Apparently, the Earth in there has portals,
or holes or tunnels that can
lead
into
to
certain
anywhere.
Things. But basically, we found the home of where Godzilla had originated as a god. and there's like a nuclear gas chamber for him to heal, and that's where he's always been healing and hiding
and feeding, as far as I know.
Because there is nuclear down there. So one of the scientists sacrificed himself to release a nuke in there to help him recharge and get back in the game, to destroy Ghidorah, because Ghidorah survived. And this is the part that really confuses me. Ghidorah is an alien now.
Yeah.
So apparently they found runes and some things that they pieced together and realized that Ghidorah was sent as a god to defeat
A not
Godzilla.
God. A not God.
Yeah, but he's technically an alien.
Yeah. It's been established before in the old Toho series that there are alien creatures. Gigan is an alien machine. Space Godzilla, yes, you heard that right. There is a Space Godzilla that is evil. Those of you that know and saw that, know that. And then there's also, what was it? Mecha Godzilla can sometimes be an alien machine created. That's the thing, though. There are aliens. There are monster aliens. But the way they made him sound is that Ghidorah was an invasive species to whatever Earth monsters, Earth Titans, lived. So that does make sense, at least for their story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the full story, guys. I haven't read or seen anything, so I have to ask him for some of the stuff. But I am proud of how much I understood watching it.
Yeah.
It was just weird that they turned that into an alien thing and realized, it was like, oh, well, there's no way to defeat Godzilla. Oh, well, we'll make him an alien that can regrow his heads.
Well, it came thousands of years ago, so I don't even know if an alien
according
species.
To the story.
Yeah, but that does raise the question. That does raise the question: was it created by aliens? Because some creatures, like Gigan, like Mecha Godzilla, were created to fight against Godzilla by aliens. So potentially, yes.
Yeah, but now there's a chance for Mecha Ghidorah.
Mecha King Ghidorah, yeah.
Because
Spoiler alert, there's a post-credit scene.
There is a post-credit scene when you guys go. Make sure you stay. It's at the very, very end. So the people who are behind opening and releasing all of the monsters.
The eco-terrorists, led by Tywin. The actor for Tywin, yes.
The actor who played Tywin in Game of Thrones. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if you want us to do a Game of Thrones series review or season review from this last season, because we have words.
I think a lot of us have words.
We all have words, but maybe they want to know us.
Anyways, biggest spoiler, one of Ghidorah's heads that was severed survived, which, as we show...
Well, not survived. It is old, but they can extract DNA from that and make more.
Yeah, but at least in the original Toho, Godzilla ripped off the middle head, never grew back, and ripped off Ghidorah's wings. The alien species found the remains of dead Ghidorah and rebuilt it to have a mechanical body, mechanical head, and wings. Yes, the wings were all solar paneled wings, so it literally was getting healed and recharged through the sun.
What the heck?
They wanted to kill Godzilla. What can you say?
The aliens wanted to kill Godzilla.
And all life on Earth, but anyways, that's a different thing. I don't know if Tywin's group is going to do that, and if they do, we can expect a Mecha Godzilla and maybe even a Mecha King Ghidorah all-out war.
In other words, there could easily be more Godzilla movies.
And especially this, before the post-credit scenes, but after the whole movie and it starts the credits, there are flashbacks, there are future events that happen. Mothra survived. That's at least a good thing, because they found an egg, and that's how she produces herself and is in fact immortal about it. Showed a old clip, kind of like how they did for the end of Kong Skull Island, where it showed Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. They showed Godzilla versus King Kong, meaning it probably is confirmed that there is going to be a Kong versus Godzilla movie for almost another alpha dominance. One of Ghidorah's heads that was severed survived, which, as we show...
Well, not survived. It is old, but they can extract DNA from that and make more.
Yeah, but at least in the original Toho, Godzilla ripped off the middle head, never grew back, and ripped off Ghidorah's wings. The alien species found the remains of dead Ghidorah and rebuilt it to have a mechanical body, mechanical head, and wings. Yes, the wings were all solar paneled wings, so it literally was getting healed and recharged through the sun.
What the heck?
They wanted to kill Godzilla. What can you say?
The aliens wanted to kill Godzilla.
And all life on Earth, but you know. Anyways, that's a different thing. I don't know if Tywin's group is going to do that, and if they do, we can expect a Mecha Godzilla and maybe even a Mecha King Ghidorah all-out war.
In other words, there could easily be more Godzilla movies.
And especially this, before the post-credit scenes, but after the whole movie and it starts the credits, there are flashbacks, there are future events that happen. Mothra survived. That's at least a good thing because they found an egg, and that's how she produces herself and is in fact immortal about it.
We weren't able to pay attention closely to all of that stuff. He was looking up if there was a post-credit scene, and I couldn't keep up with the readings. But yes, there was an egg. So Mothra supposedly survived.
And they showed a old clip, kind of like how they did for the end of Kong Skull Island, where it showed Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. They showed Godzilla versus King Kong, meaning it probably is confirmed that there is going to be a Kong versus Godzilla movie for almost another alpha dominance. However, I think that if they do go with that route, it's not going to end with Godzilla versus actual King Kong. They might do a fight one another, but then it's going to be like plot twist. There's actually another alpha that they actually need to team up and fight, because that has happened before.
But yeah, as far as the film went, I thought that they edited it really well. The music was really good. I was really shocked the whole time. I was actually glued to the screen, and that normally only happens for movies that I really like really wanted to see and really liked, like Rocket Man. Honestly, lately there hasn't been that many good movies before and leading up to Endgame. It had been like nothing that was okay. Super. Yeah, they were like okay movies where we'll watch them, but there weren't any that were like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic, I love this, I need this in my life. Now there's a lot that are coming out that are really good. This was one of them.
I would love to see a fight and an actual updated version look of Gigan. Other than that, hopes for a Mecha King Ghidorah or even a Mecha Godzilla fight. And as for the fight between him and Kong, I want to say Godzilla will win, only because Kong doesn't have any type of radioactive blast, but
he would.
It's going to be a plot twist.
He was bowing down though at the end for him. So
Rodan and then those other two minus the mountain creature were bowing down to Godzilla.
Well, they were all bowing down. That's why he was giving his roar. But either way, we'll find out in the future whether or not
what happens. I'm hoping high hopes for it, but we'll see.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.